Current affairs of April Week 4. Let's get started. 1. Coronavirus claims more 157 deaths. Pakistan has reported 157 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus as the number of positive cases has surged to 790,016. The nationwide tally of fatalities has jumped to 16,999 on Saturday. 2. NCOC hints lockdown. NCOC hints at lockdown in high-risk cities amid a worsening COVID situation. National Command Operations Center, NCOC, meeting headed by Asad Umar on Saturday hinted at lockdown in high-risk cities if COVID-19 situation further worsens. 3. Army takes charge in Islamabad to ensure implementation on COVID-19 SOPs. Pakistan Army on Saturday implementing National Coordination and Operations Center, NCOC, have taken charge of their duties in Islamabad. 4. PM in India. PM expresses solidarity with people of India as they battling coronavirus. Prime Minister Imran Khan has called for collectively fighting the global challenge of COVID-19. 5. 90% of available oxygen is consumed. 90% of available oxygen is consumed. Fawad. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said that currently, we are consuming 90% oxygen of our total supply while the positivity ratio of cases has jumped to 11%. 6. Pakistan receives 500,000 COVID vaccine doses. Pakistan receives 500,000 COVID vaccine doses. A special plane from China arrived in Pakistan on Saturday, carrying a consignment of 500,000 coronavirus vaccines. 7. Not oxygen but cylinder shortage can be expected, dealers. Amid calls for Pakistan to prepare ahead of an India-like COVID-19 crisis, oxygen dealers want the government to waive duties on the import of oxygen cylinders temporarily so that there are enough. 8. Pakistan offers medical aid to India amid the growing COVID-19 crisis. As a gesture of solidarity with the people of India in the wake of the current COVID-19 wave, Pakistan on Saturday offered to provide relief support to New Delhi to deal with the sharp increase in the COVID-19 cases. 9. Pakistani medical student in New York near to blind in acid attack. An unidentified man threw acid on a Pakistani college student in the Long Island suburb of New York, U.S., disfiguring her face in an attack that activists want to be investigated as an anti-Muslim hate crime. 10. Gold prices edge up in the domestic market. Gold prices went up to 104,500 rupees per tola in the domestic market on Saturday, showing a rise of 200 rupees. 11. Cases of coronavirus. 5,611 cases of coronavirus reported across the country. Pakistan has reported 118 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus as the number of positive cases has surged to 795,627. The nationwide tally of fatalities has jumped to 17,117 on Sunday. 12. Pakistan receives another 1 meter doses. Pakistan receives another 1 meter doses of coronavirus vaccine from China. 3 special flights brought on Sunday 1 million doses of coronavirus vaccine from China, a Pakistan International Airlines spokesperson confirmed, as the government steps up efforts to contain the third and most dangerous wave of infections in the country. 13. Pakistan purchases over 30 million doses. Pakistan purchases over 30 million doses of COVID vaccine from China. Pakistan has purchased over 30 million doses of COVID vaccine from China that will soon arrive in the country to help in a drive to vaccinate its over 220 million population. 14. Coronavirus. Islamabad schools, colleges closed till Eid al-Fitr. Authorities have closed all public and private educational institutes in Islamabad till Eid al-Fitr, the Federal Directorate of Education announced Sunday. 15. Punjab closes down all colleges. Punjab closes down all colleges across 25 districts amid COVID rise. As the country fights off with all its might the third wave of the global pandemic, which is increasingly concerning the governments with mutated variants and increased infection incidents, the higher education authorities in Punjab have Saturday shut down colleges in at least 25 districts across the province. 16. Postpones all examinations. Allama Iqbal Open University postpones all examinations. The Allama Iqbal Open University has postponed all ongoing examinations across the country, it said in a statement Sunday. 17. Pakistan win T20 series. Pakistan win T20 series as Zimbabwe defeated in final short format match. Pakistan defeated Zimbabwe by 24 runs in the third and final 2020 international at Harare Sports Club to clinch the series 2-1. 18. PSL 2021 replacement. PSL 2021 replacement draft to take place next week, reports. The replacement draft for the remaining Pakistan Super League (PSL) season 6 matches will reportedly take place next week. 19. Babar Azam becomes the fastest to score 2000 T20I runs. Pakistan captain Babar Azam has become the fastest to score 2,000 runs in T20 internationals. 20. A-level examination. Shafkat expresses best wishes for students over start of A-level examination. Federal Minister for Education Shafkat Mahmood on Monday expressed best wishes to the students of A-level over the start of their examinations. 21. Close Gov offices and educational institutes. Sindh Gov decides to close Gov offices and educational institutes across province. Chief Minister Sindh Syed Murad Ali Shah on Monday decided to close schools, colleges, and other educational institutions across the province in the wake of the surge of coronavirus. 22. Historic Initiative. Gov's historic initiative of Kisan Card to transform agri-sector, PM. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government's historic initiative of Kisan Card will transform the agriculture sector in Pakistan, making farmers prosperous. 23. NCOC considering lockdown. NCOC considering lockdown amid COVID cases surge. In view of the alarming surge in COVID-19 cases during the third wave of the pandemic across the country, the National Command and Operations Center, NCOC, is considering lockdown. 24. Military troops deployed. Military troops deployed in 16 cities across Pakistan, ISPRDG. ISPRDG Major General Babar Iftikhar said on Monday that the army has deployed troops in 16 cities across Pakistan, where they are assisting the civil administration in implementing coronavirus SOPs. 25. Pakistan announces holiday. Pakistan announces a 5-day Eid-ul-Fitr holiday. The government has announced a 5-day holiday on Eid-ul-Fitr, the Ministry of Interior said in a notification Monday. 26. Turkey to enter full lockdown April 29 to May 17. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan on Monday announced a full lockdown from April 29 to May 17 to fight a surging third wave of coronavirus infections. 27. Dollar price climbs again in Pakistan over lockdown fears. The dollar rate crept up to 154 rupees and 80 paise in the open market as lockdown fears loomed because COVID-19 cases are going up in the country. It has increased by 1 rupee and 20 paise in the last 4 days. 28. Gold increases 2,600 rupees in 2 weeks as Bitcoin drops. The per tola price of gold has increased 2,600 rupees since April 13, according to data shared by the All Sind Sarafa Jewelers Association. A tola now costs 104,600 rupees. 29. Pakistan Test Squad starts practice in Harare. After the completion of the 3-match T20I series, Pakistan and Zimbabwe will now lock horns in a 2-match test series, starting from April 29. 30. Registration of citizen for COVID-19 vaccination. Registration of citizens over 40 years of age for COVID-19 vaccination begins. The registration of citizens over 40 years of age for COVID-19 vaccination is underway across the country. 31. Prime Minister Imran Khan to reach Quetta. Prime Minister Imran Khan to reach Quetta on day visit Wednesday. Prime Minister Imran Khan will reach Quetta on Wednesday on a day visit, where he would review the law and order situation, announce a special package for Baluchistan and inaugurate development projects besides also distributing money to youngsters under the Kamyab Jawan program. 32. Pakistan secures $370 million debt relief. Pakistan secures $370 million debt relief from Japan. Pakistan and Japan on Tuesday inked debt suspension agreements amounting to $367 million under the G20 Debt Service Suspension Initiative. 33. Close all tourist spots. Interior Ministry decides to close all tourist spots from May 8 to 16. Interior Ministry has decided closure of all tourist spots from May 8 to 16, while SOPs for Itakaf, Shaba Kadar, and Eid prayers will also be issued. 34. Postpones all examinations. Gov postpones all examinations till June 15. The government has postponed all examinations including those of boards and the Cambridge system till June 15 in wake of the surge in COVID-19 cases in the country. 35. Federal Cabinet fixes retail price. Federal Cabinet fixes retail price of COVID vaccine. The Federal Cabinet has approved to fix the retail price of 2 injections of corona vaccine Sputnik at 8,449 rupees. 36. Lockdown. Faisal Sultan warns of lockdown if COVID SOPs violation continues. Special Assistant to PM, SAPM, for Health Dr. Faisal Sultan on Tuesday warned of imposition of lockdown in the cities, where COVID-related SOPs are being violated. 37. Flour. The price of a 20 kg flour bag rises to 1,020 rupees in Punjab. Price of 20 kg wheat flour bag in Punjab has reached 1,020 rupees, said Flour Mills Association on Tuesday. 38. US dollar rises against rupee. The Pakistani rupee depreciated 37 paces against the United States, US dollar in the interbank currency market on Tuesday. 38. Complete ban imposed on travelers from India. Complete ban imposed on travelers from India. Fawad Chaudhry. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain says the government will have to take further strict measures if there is no let-up in the COVID situation, and preparations in this regard are being made. 39. Daily vaccinations. Daily vaccinations crossed over 1 lakh in a day for the first time yesterday. Asad Umar. Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar has urged the citizens aged 40 years and above to register for COVID vaccination by sending their CNICs to 1166. 40. Earthquake jolts parts of Baluchistan. An earthquake shook multiple cities in Baluchistan Wednesday evening. 41. Drug Regulatory approves ICU ventilators made in Pakistan. Revealing the much-awaited technological breakthrough to have come to pass on Wednesday as Pakistan-made ventilators have been approved by the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan, DRAP. The Federal Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry congratulated Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission, PAEC, for the feather in its cap. 42. Pakistan sees record 201 COVID deaths. Pakistan sees record of 201 COVID deaths in a single day. Pakistan has reported 201 more COVID deaths, the highest number in a single day since the pandemic breaks out in the country, in the last 24 hours. 43. CanSino vaccine. Pakistan to prepare the CanSino vaccine locally from next month, sources. Pakistan will prepare a Chinese coronavirus vaccine locally from the next month. 44. Gold prices fall in the domestic market. Gold rates dropped by 600 rupees to 104,100 rupees per tola in the domestic market on Wednesday. 45. Dollar jumps to 155 rupees. Dollar jumps to 155 rupees in Pakistan again. The US dollar is now selling for 155 rupees in the open market, but experts say it would be staying in this range. It has increased by 1 rupee and 40 paise over the last week. 46. Mohammad Rizwan moves into the top 10 of ICC T20I rankings. In form, Pakistan wicketkeeper batsman Mohammad Rizwan has made his maiden entry into the top 10 of the International Cricket Council ICC Men's T20I Players Rankings. 47. Next few weeks are critical. Asad Umar, Federal Minister for Planning, Development, Reforms and Special Initiatives Asad Umar, in a series of tweets on Friday, said the next few weeks are critical and no system can cope if we allow the coronavirus pandemic to spread rapidly. 48. Pakistan Petroleum prices to remain unchanged for next 15 days. The prices of petroleum products will remain unchanged for the next 15 days as Prime Minister Imran Khan has rejected a summary by the Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority for an increase in prices. 49. Time to recall troops from Afghanistan. Time to recall troops from Afghanistan. Biden. U.S. President Joe Biden says the war in Afghanistan cannot continue for generations. 20 years later, it's time to bring the troops back home. Before 9/11, all American troops will be at home. 50. Pakistan regulator cuts LPG price. Pakistan regulator cuts LPG price by 12 rupees and 38 paise. The Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority has reduced the price of liquefied petroleum gas by 12 rupees and 38 paise per kilogram, it announced Friday. 51. Pak-Afghan border in Chaman to remain open throughout the week. The Chaman border crossing on the Pakistan-Afghanistan in Baluchistan will remain open for 7 days a week, according to a notification issued by the Pakistani Interior Ministry. 52. Prize bond. Gov decides discontinuing 7,500 rupees prize bond. The federal government has decided to discontinue 7,500 rupees denomination prize bonds from January 2022 in order to address concerns of the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. 53. Dollar drops below 154 rupees in Pakistan. The US dollar has dropped below 154 rupees in the open market as the greenback shed 1 rupee and 10 paise in 2 days. It stood at 155 rupees on Wednesday. 54. Zimbabwe all out at 176 runs in first test. Pakistan dominated the opening day of the first test against Zimbabwe on the back of some destructive pace bowling by Hassan Ali and Shaheen Shah Afridi in Harare on Thursday. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more informative videos.